It's a great day to be alive on this Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. My name is Ben Brust alongside our Packer backer and Packer owner, Kyle Wallace. Say something, Kyle.
What's happening? It's a good day for a Turn-Up Tuesday, right?
Well, when are you actually going to submit a request to our IT department to fix that microphone?
I thought they fixed it. I thought they did. Then Chewy came back, put his big-ass paws on it and broke it again. Man.
I wouldn't be shocked. Actually, he probably incidentally broke it because he has so much strength because he's a meathead where it's like, grabbed it,
No,
break.
that's exactly what happened. That was all loosey-goosey again.
Our fit guy of our program, Brad Nortman, showing off the guns today with that sleeveless hoodie.
I love me a good sleeveless hoodie. I don't know what it is. I need to get more of these.
Sleeved hoodie.
Oh, yeah, not fully sleeveless. I do have
Short
a sleeveless
sleeve
hoodie, though, that I work out in. I feel awesome doing it.
It was free?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Jacksonville
free.
Jaguars football branded.
Yeah.
Are you going to give us anything?
Yeah.
What do you want? You guys aren't Jags or Panthers fans.
He hesitated. I have Jaguar stuff. I have a Jaguar backpack.
It's Jaguar.
Jaguar.
You ain't getting Jaguars.
Why do you have a Jaguar backpack?
Because my friend went to the Combine, and they give out free stuff to you guys, I guess,
Yeah,
at the
they do.
Combine.
They
And
do.
so he gave me the backpack. He didn't play for the Jaguars. Jaguar.
But you guys don't like the Panthers or Jaguars.
I don't mind
What's
the
to
Jags.
like?
No, I like the colors.
What's
too
to
soon,
like,
Ben.
Brad? The teams are trash.
They're very
No,
bad.
they're no threat to the Packers at least.
The color scheme and logo for both teams are appreciated.
Brad,
I would
how
take
many-
some
They are
stuff.
pretty bad.
How many
though.
game-worn jerseys do you own?
Probably own.
All right, rough
15
estimate.
or
Damn,
guy.
15? What you doing with 15 jerseys?
Can you part with 3 of them?
Yeah.
For a price?
Oh,
Are
Brad,
you kidding
come
me?
No, I paid for those.
How much?
I need to be
how much-
reimbursed.
How much of a price are we talking?
I think I paid $250 for them.
Come
So
Brad,
it starts
250,
there,
$250.
and they're not
It
making
starts
they're,
there?
they're not making any more of
if,
these.
if I was to give you $250 for a game-worn Panthers jersey,
It's depreciated in
you,
value,
you
by
would,
the
you
way.
would sign it for free, right?
Everything's negotiable, Strove.
Oh my
This
God.
guy,
This diva.
this guy
He
sucks.
was a punter!
I would sign.
Dude, I thought the biggest diva today was going to be Aaron Rodgers. Turns out to be Brad Nortman.
Hey, there's demand for it. I might as well enlist as much as I can.
Brad, there's
Is
no
there,
demand
though?
for it.
Is there though?
There's a demand in the studio.
I think I can go online and find
There ain't
that
no
for a
demand
less
for me,
price.
I'll tell you that much.
Strove, I would sign it for free. Well, I wouldn't give it to you for free, but
you
I'd sign it for free.
Would you
Do
do an
not-
inscription for free?
Buy a jersey from him, Strofe.
Honestly, I wouldn't buy it from y'all, but if you both donated your college basketball jersey, because nobody wants that Lithuanian jersey, and then your NFL jersey, I would actually hang it up next to my high school football jersey in my basement.
Wait. Hold on a minute. No. Pause. What did you just say is hanging in your basement?
Well, I have a high school football jersey. I don't have it hanging up quite yet
Then why'd you say it like that?
because I would hang up our jerseys. It'd be Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, the K in front, of course. That's what it would be.
Do you think your high school football jersey is worth being
Hanging?
hung up
Ooh.
in a basement?
That's true,
In
Kyle.
the Wallace
I
household,
mean, I'll tell you what,
it
it's
is.
very clean. It doesn't have a lot of grass stains. He sat on the sideline with it.
That is correct. My senior year, I did do a lot of standing on the sideline with
Ron
very
in the
clean,
Key says,
pristine.
I'll tell you what, I'd take Ben's Summer League Bucks jersey in a heartbeat over both your football jerseys.
Ooh, that's a good one.
How many of those do you have?
That is
I
actually
got
pretty
about
cool.
5 of them.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
it- is
do
it
that.
the
How
green-
much would that cost me?
I could, like, if you, like, really wanted it, I could give you one. But why would you want it?
I want one.
I've been thinking about making a shrine. I want to
Where?
get a
You
Shrine?
don't own a
Where?
home.
Don't-
Where you gonna put it up in somebody else's house?
Well, no. Once I move here shortly, I plan on having an office/second bedroom, right? So I would love to hang a Brad Nortman signed jersey, a Ben Brush signed jersey, maybe like our buddy Chris Orr, who you referenced yesterday, Brad. Now the linebackers coach at Jackson State.
Cool.
Yeah, maybe a Tausche jersey.
Wow.
Like I would like to get a little. I feel like I
An
could make a
ESPN
pretty sick
Wisconsin Hall of
shrine.
Fame.
Bulaga.
Yeah, Blog would be a good one.
Do you want a replica
I
of
have
our
a
WBA
hunch.
Best Award-winning show?
I have a hunch
Yeah.
that Brian Balaga would not charge you $250.
No, he wouldn't.
Because he's not Brad Nortman. He's not as frugal.
He might charge me, but not $250.
I don't think he would.
No,
I wonder how many he has. I wonder if he got one from every year.
Okay, so we will have Brian on Thursday. Remind me to ask him if he will give me a jersey.
Stevie does chime in with an interesting point here. Maybe if Kyle would actually refer to Brad as his friend, the price would be lower.
Strofe absolutely admires Brad, and he was going to charge him for
Strofe
a
and I
damn
are friends.
signature. Yeah, but you were going to charge him
You're
full
certainly
price.
acting like it.
Yeah, full price for a jersey. And then
I'm just
also,
being made whole.
This is a
you're gonna charge him-
one-sided relationship.
You're being made whole, Brad. You don't
I'm
need
being made
250.
whole.
You don't need 250, buddy. You don't.
You know
You're
who's
good.
the
It's the
king of
principle.
one-sided relationships?
Who is that?
Aaron Rodgers.
Nice.
The New York Jets did fire Robert Saleh, their head coach, today. You read between the lines, Woody Johnson is the guy who pulled the trigger, but if we think that Aaron Rodgers doesn't have any influence on that, you're outside of your mind. But I want to know this, because this could go a million different directions from ourselves on the show, Kyle Brust-Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin, 800-990-3776. See us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Chime in. I want to know, we can put up a poll, and I'm curious to see what the responses are, because I think people are going to love to rip Aaron here. How would you describe Aaron Rodgers as an ex? Is he the friendly and appreciate the time ex? Do you still keep tabs on this ex? Is he out of sight, out of mind? Or was he a good, but it was toxic for too long? And if you want to add anything else, if you have a personal experience that ties into Aaron Rodgers and your relationship, because one of the things that Alex Strofe and Josh DiMaggio and all the people that and Kyle Wallace's, they're spoiled Packer fans because all they know is greatness. But what they do know is the only relationship outside of their parents that's longer than that is Aaron Rodgers as the Green Bay Packers quarterback. 800-990-3776. How would you describe Aaron Rodgers as an ex?
Boy, well, when you think about the person as an ex, you got to think about what the relationship was right. There's no doubt about it. Aaron Rodgers, rich, smoke show, right? We've all had a girlfriend like that, or maybe we do in our dreams, where it's, I know Alexi certainly is. You have a girlfriend that she's rich, she's a smoke show, but everyone is jealous, but you're miserable, right? You're like, I should be happier because on paper, this is seemingly perfect. But honestly, when you start to think about it, you wonder why. I mean, you go on trips with them, but they bail on you. They gaslight you, thinking that you're the problem. Oh, I was waiting for that drop for Strofe. Okay.
Bad
Maybe
producer.
I'm the problem.
He
Maybe
set you
I'm
up
the
before
problem.
the show.
Because everybody thought, well, maybe it's the Green Bay Packers that's the problem. Aaron Rodgers is perfect. You should just be happy with them. But no, we learned that they're gaslighting you, thinking that you're the one that has the problem. And honestly, when you start to look at it, that you figure out that there's a level of crazy they just can't stomach anymore. And you wonder, maybe I'll be happier when all that chaos leaves my life. That's exactly what happened. Now your life is calm. You're healthy. You're happy. You're in a stable relationship. And you know what, though? There's still a level of curiosity because you did have some good times together and there were some moments that were special and there's just a level of curiosity. So there's a little bit of like checking in on them, right? They come up on Instagram, they come up on Facebook, and you're just curious.
Well, all they care about is seeing themselves everywhere.
But I was going to say, but you see the relationship status always changing. It's complicated. I'm single, married, engaged. It's always complicated. And they put up crazy posts like trying to get you into crypto or essential oils or conspiracy theories on UFOs. And honestly, at this point, you just sit back, you smile, you eat your popcorn, and you're just entertained because you look at it and say, you know what? My life is calm and peaceful today. I'm just going to sit back and watch the world burn.
Wow, mine is eerily similar to Brad Nortman's, if I may, Kyle.
Go right ahead.
I mean, mine is not as long as Brad's, and he covered a lot of it here. But you dated because things were so good, and like it starts good, right? There's the honeymoon phase of being with someone who's so beautiful, aka talent, right? And you have the perfect relationship on social media externally, which is indeed in this scenario on the field, right? Tons of touchdowns, big moments, but behind closed doors, everyone is telling you as you get further and further down this relationship that you need to cut bait. You will be better off once you get rid of the toxicity of this said girlfriend ex in this scenario, Aaron Rodgers. And once you finally break it off, aka trade the man, your life of happiness begins in finding your true love.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Yeah,
love.
I mean, these are some interesting exes. And I'm not saying this is real life experience. I'm just telling you this right now. I don't know if this is what I've
Big
actually been through or
qualifier.
not. Yeah.
Big qualifier for Kyle.
I personally,
card been keyed.
yeah,
So
I ain't did nobody that's crazy. But Aaron Rodgers, to me, Aaron Rodgers is that manipulator, right? We all know somebody or know of somebody who's being manipulated or is the manipulator potentially, right? And in this scenario, Aaron Rodgers is the manipulator, and he's the manipulator in a way he just tried to throw you off on different things, right? Like, and I think about a crazy ex or somebody in the past, the person who legitimately will tell you, hey, no, you didn't see me in somebody else's Snapchat, or hey, you didn't see me walking down the street, or hey, when you checked my location, that wasn't me. You're tripping. I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. You're making that up. They make you think you're crazy, and then all of a sudden you start, your dreads start falling, your hair starts falling out. You go crazy.
Dreads are falling out.
And you absolutely go crazy saying, wait a minute, I know this isn't true. And then they do other things to try to manipulate you, right? They just try to pull at your heartstrings a little bit sometimes. And this is what Aaron Rodgers is. And what Aaron Rodgers does, just like these crazy exes, when they manipulate you, they try to put the blame on you. When you catch them in a lie, when they mess up, they don't take accountability for it. What they say is, oh, Goody did a bad job putting guys around me. Oh, we have terrible wide receivers. Oh, Matt LaFleur doesn't know what he's doing calling plays. Oh, Mike McCarthy, you suck. You put it on everybody else, and never once do you say, maybe I'm the one who threw the interceptions against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, or maybe I'm the one that couldn't score any points against the San Francisco 49ers, even though my defense only allowed one touchdown that game, and then special teams, messed up as well. But you couldn't do anything. So this is the manipulator that he is. He is the person that makes you believe. He makes you believe it's your fault. He makes you believe what you think you saw. You saw him at the club? No, that wasn't him. That was a different Aaron Rodgers. That wasn't me that was going to the club in somebody else's story. But then the worst thing about it, that ex like Aaron Rodgers is, when you break up with the ex, right, time heals all. So after a while, Aaron Rodgers is gone, your ex is gone, and you kind of start healing, right? You start healing, and when you start healing, you see certain things like, you'll see a post of them. You're like, oh, I remember that. And then randomly one day they might hit your DMs. This happened a very long time ago for baby girl that's listening. This happened over a decade ago. Some girl who I used to talk to, just slid into my DM saying, hey, I miss you, Mr. Swagger. That happened a long time ago.
Mr. Swagger.
That happened in 2011, 2012.
Cool.
That wasn't me. That's what occurred. It's a long time ago. But what I'm saying is,
0% chance this girl called you Mr. Swagger.
If I can get to my Facebook chat, I will find a Facebook message where this girl messaged me and said, I miss you, Mr. Swagger, or Swagger. So it's just she called me Swagger. I don't know. She's trying to hit me. Your boy has some gas. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
But my whole point is this, is that when you're trying to get over them, they pop back in your life. They may send you a message. They may like a
cryptic.
story. Yeah, they might like your story, like a photo. They may do some of these things that make you think they're not too crazy. And then next thing you know, you're watching their current ex go crazy pulling their hair out saying, I don't know why he went to Egypt in the middle of training camp. I have no idea. Or mini camp or whatever it is. Or, when you're on the sideline after you score a touchdown, he sits there, you try to get hype with him, and he gets, get your dirty paws off me. You don't know what's going on. All you know overall is that ex, like Aaron Rodgers, is a manipulator, somebody who cannot be trusted. And when you move on from him, when you finally see the light, dang it, I'm so happy I'm past this, and that's how I feel about Aaron Rodgers. I am so happy and relieved that I no longer have to deal with the drama that is Aaron Rodgers. Can you believe this football team thought that Aaron Rodgers was going to be their savior? All last year, I think they got the 8 or 9 wins. They said, wait till we get Aaron back. Wait till we get Aaron back. And then they can't even beat the Minnesota Vikings. Sam Darnold led Minnesota Vikings.
Well, I was going to say, neither can the Packers.
We did. Well, we didn't, but hey, we don't have Aaron Rodgers, the great Aaron Rodgers. So Aaron Rodgers is that manipulating girlfriend that I am so glad.
The icing on the cake is it was Mike Williams' fault that he didn't catch the pass and it was intercepted.
It's always,
remember?
It's somebody else's fault.
It's always the receiver's fault.
It's always somebody else's fault.
I feel like that was really good for Kyle
Really
Wallace.
good.
I feel like you've been holding that in for way too long.
No, I'm actually blessed. I haven't had too many women like that.
Too many.
I've had some crazies.
Ron chimes in. You better be able to show those receipts because your lady's going to request viewing them tonight, Kyle. That date better say 2011.
I'm going to find it. I remember way back in the day.
Joining us next is the utmost hater of Aaron Rodgers, the guy that despises him more than anybody in the world, and I truly believe that in my soul. His name is Josh DiMaggio. He's the producer of Jen, Gabe, and Chewy Mornings at 94.5 ESPN. He's going to join, and he's going to dance all over Aaron Rodgers next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Let them know the dread-headed brother loves the Green Bay Packers. When you see me, Goody, let me in the box.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Ben Brust here to tell you about the Princeton Club. I joined the Princeton Club because I was looking for a place I could invest in my health, and the environment and the community I have felt has made it so easy for me to incorporate it into my everyday life. It doesn't matter where you're at in your fitness journey because they have something to offer everyone. It also goes beyond fitness. From the moment you walk in the club to the moment you walk out, there is a togetherness felt throughout the members and staff that keeps you going for your better tomorrow. Don't wait any longer and get started on your fitness journey today at PrincetonClub.net. That's PrincetonClub.net.
All right, gentlemen, this is Emmett Smith on behalf of Depend, and I've got the perfect play. Run straight to your doctor's office for a life-changing kit. Because when prostate cancer is caught early, it's up to 99% treatable, and one blood test might be all it takes. And now through November, Depend is donating to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for select purchases. Talk about a great play.
From September 1st to November 30th, Depend is donating 40 cents to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for Depend Shield Guards Real Fit products purchased in the U.S. up to a maximum of $300,000 void in Mississippi.
It's football season, and Vivid Seats is your ultimate destination for all the action on the gridiron. With a game-changing rewards program, plus an amazing selection of tickets, Vivid Seats ensures that every fan can catch their favorite teams and players in action. Vivid Seats has you covered with deals that cater to every football enthusiast. And all tickets come back by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Just visit vividseats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
From color-changing alexandrite to shimmering zircon and everything in between at Chalmers Jewelers, you'll find high-quality, affordable, one-of-a-kind pieces. We source straight from the gem cutters, and we manufacture in-house from start to finish. As the manufacturer, we believe in truth in pricing. Never pay more for quality and stunning, beautiful jewelry. She's one of a kind, and so should her jewelry be. While others may send your jewelry dreams to someone else to make, with us, your dreams become reality with the help of our custom jewelers, with you involved the whole way. With a staff that has over 200 years of combined experience, why buy from a place that marks up jewelry made by the thousands? When you can buy direct from Chalmers for that one-of-a-kind piece that is better quality, often for less.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison.
The area's best high school sports coverage is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania.
Hey, it's Jesse Nelson. Every Tuesday at 12:30, streaming live on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Don't miss the ESPN Wisconsin Media Poll Rankings Reveal Show. We unveil the top 10 teams in the large division and small division all around the state. That's every Tuesday at 12:30, streaming live on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. The ESPN Wisconsin Media Poll Rankings Reveal Show.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Liberty Station American Tavern and Smokehouse isn't just a barbecue restaurant. Fish fry, walleye, and vegetarian options are available, and they have a menu that's sure to please everyone. Liberty Station smokes their meats daily with a 1,000-gallon custom smoker, giving you the freshest experience possible. Enjoy happy hour with daily discounts on both food and drinks at their large bar with 20 draft taps and multiple TVs to watch the big game. Be sure to check out their sprawling patio with an indoor and outdoor porch area too. Liberty Station off the Beltline on Rimrock Road.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, brought to you by Bud Light, the official beer of the NFL, on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Madison YouTube channel, and Wisconsin On Demand.
I will say, people that know me, I'm fortunate to live in a beautiful house. The only downside is I have very limited cell service. So if you want to get a hold of me, I have to see your face. You got to FaceTime me.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
I think we can all understand, Green Bay isn't, a huge vacation destination. People are coming here to play with me.
Josh Jacobs reportedly signing to the Green Bay Packers.
Xavier McKinney?
McKinney and Jacobs. I'm just pinching myself a lot of days. I can't believe, it's real sometimes. So it's been a dream for sure.
I know when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing.
Robert Saleh, the Jets head coach, has been fired.
It's our own version of Aaron Rodgers Tuesday here on Kyle Brust and Nortman, because the utmost hater of Aaron Rodgers is joining the program. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman here with you. Alex Strofe mixed that up. He's running the show. UKBN Nation at 800-990-3776. What is in Josh DiMaggio's mouth, the producer of Jen, Gabe, and Chewy? Is this a victory cigar?
Yeah, of course it's a victory cigar. I had to run to the convenience
Thought that was
store.
something else, my man.
Let your imagination take you where it will.
It also took me back to 2008, 2009 with my friends riding around the Volvo. What are y'all doing back there?
Do you guys
Rolling
light
up?
this?
You can't light it, Joshy. You can't light that. Stop. When did I become the police? All right. You heard the intro to Aaron Rodgers and what ultimately led to the departure as Josh DiMaggio now places the cigar in his ear like Mr. Cool. You hate Aaron Rodgers.
I contend today, October 8th at 2:22, 1 p.m., I am the most vindicated person in the history of ESPN Wisconsin. No one has been more right about a person, about a team, about anyone in the history of ever. Ben, you remember back in the day.
History of ever.
You remember back in the day when I spent what was the large part of an entire NFL offseason and then season telling you how much Aaron Rodgers was an infection. He was the problem. He didn't have it anymore, and the Packers would be better to move on without him. And here
I don't
we
recall
sit.
that.
It's convenient for you, Mr. Aaron Rodgers jersey. Have you played that yet? Have we addressed that here on this program yet today? I don't care about you. Let's get away
this
from
is
that.
this is Josh's moment.
When Aaron Rodgers did what he did to the Green Bay Packers, when he demanded to have his friends join him around him, and everybody catered to him every single step of the way, we all thought, this is the guy. He's right. He has a good idea. And then you watched his behavior. It was the ayahuasca trips, the Panchakarma cleanses.
Panchakarma gets left in the dust for some reason.
Does.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know
It's a whole long thing. He did
If
some
you like to
treatment.
throw up, you do that a lot.
You throw up and you poop a lot.
Oh, wow. I just do that
Very
on my own. This
strange.
is number 2.
Aaron Rodgers doesn't care about football the way it's necessary to care about football any longer. He hasn't for a long time. It is no longer the key priority in his life. And now he's 40 years old, going on 41. Aaron Rodgers went to the Jets to get everything he wanted. He thought he deserved treatment like Tom Brady, despite never being able to lick the dirt off of Tom Brady's cleats. He has never proven to be the type of guy to elevate his team above what they already are. Aaron Rodgers can take you so far, but he needs a good defense. How many times a Packer fan said, what about the defense? What about the defense? Well, it seems like Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes it doesn't matter. They elevate their team. They bring everyone around him. Aaron Rodgers spent years. He spent the entire offseason talking about how great things are. He brought in Alan Lazard, who was a healthy and active when he wasn't able to play. Brought in Nathaniel Hackett, and now they have one of the worst offenses in the league. And now he got his head coach fired. And don't let Woody Johnson, or what Aaron Rodgers I'm sure is going to say when it comes tomorrow in his Pat McAfee show. It's funny he dodged the smoke today. Had to let it settle over. Maybe they
He's
can
scared of the smoke from your cigar in your ear.
Maybe they can get the Devontae Adams trade to happen, so that's kind of pushed in the background, and I'm sure Pat McAfee would be happy to let him slide on that. When it comes to Aaron Rodgers, he's going to push this any which way, but he picked the Jets, and he failed. He failed to a degree that is impossible.
He's preaching. The man.
I mean, he hasn't said anything inaccurate.
Well. I'm here for a little conversation with Mr. Josh DiMaggio here. The Jets are 2-3. This season is not over, Josh. I know that
dead.
You may feel that they are dead, but they have a defense that will keep them in games. And if he's able to reunite somehow with Devontae Adams, how could you rule out the possibility that they win football games? Okay.
Tell them we seen it before. They can win games.
What is Devontae Adams going to do?
But no, he ain't going to win you a championship, tell you that. He ain't win no Super Bowl
He's going to get
rings.
you at 9-8, and you're going to get knocked out in the first round, get your doors blown off. The key to beating Aaron Rodgers is easy. The Minnesota Vikings showed you it. Just blitz him. He can't move. He's washed. He's still got an arm. There's still some Aaron Rodgers left in him, but he hasn't been the guy you need to be. He hasn't been an MVP in a while.
It's just interesting to see you do this dance while the season's not even over.
I've never been. How many interim head coaches? Strophy, can you look something up for me? How many interim head coaches have won Super Bowls? If it's anything more than 1 or 2, I'd be shocked. I have a feeling the number is actually 0. Because when your team's in such disarray that you're firing your head coach at 2 and 3 because Woody Johnson's so embarrassed and Aaron Rodgers is so mad he's pushing him away, this team's not going to be able to fix this. Nobody trusts Aaron Rodgers on that roster anymore.
Josh DiMaggio, the utmost Aaron Rodgers hater, is joining Kyle Bruston-Nortman right now across ESPN Wisconsin.
Reports are that Aaron Rodgers didn't know and had no say in this. Do you buy that?
No. Did you see after he said that Aaron Rodgers had no input, he said, well, I did talk to Aaron Rodgers on Monday, but the decision that came out at 9 this morning had nothing to do with me talking to Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers needs the cover. He needs the plausible deniability. I will give him credit for one thing.
The manipulation?
He was smart enough to say, don't make Nathaniel Hackett the interim head coach. You have to make it Jeff Ulbrich. Because if Nathaniel Hackett is, they're going to know this was my decision. He gave himself enough deniability to say, I need to work in the background here a little bit.
Now, why wouldn't you want to be close with Aaron Rodgers? Like, wouldn't you love to be Alan Lazard?
He takes care of
or
his guys.
Nathaniel Hackett.
He takes care of his guys.
Wait a minute. Do we not remember watching the show on HBO Hard Knocks last year and Robert Saleh trying to be close with Aaron Rodgers? Oh, Aaron, you're so tasty. I love you.
Do you remember? They fawned over him.
They did. They did.
They said they've never seen a quarterback throw a football like him.
Oh, my gosh. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, my gosh.
Like he was
amazing.
like he had like pixie dust he sprinkled on the ball before he threw it over to Garrett Wilson.
I feel like this is the relationship where somebody fawns over someone too much, and that person can't respect you.
Right. No.
Because
That's
like,
exactly
it's too
what
much.
it is.
It's too much compliments.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers doesn't respect anyone. It's the second head coach he's gotten fired. The only person he respects is himself. And what he's having a real trouble with is he knows his abilities are declining, so now it's time to throw swords out and try and save what little football life he has left. Remember when he took a pay cut so they could sign all the good players? Who are they? Who are the good players that came with him? Remember Aaron Rodgers?
Oh, I remember.
Strophy played it. People are coming to Green Bay to play with me. No, the hell they aren't.
Well, there's a split KBN Nation right now. Austin chimes in. Josh DiMaggio is a bigger clown than Aaron Rodgers. Sheesh. Matthew chimes in. Did Josh just come on here to gloat? Precisely, Matthew.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
No, he was preaching facts. This is all truth. If it wasn't true, I would debate
You're a
you.
sheep.
I'm not a sheep. He said everything that's factual. Everything. And the thing that is most disappointing about this is that we just talked about the fact that Robert Saleh literally was fawning over Aaron Rodgers. And as soon as Robert Saleh said something negative or went in a certain direction he did not like when he went to Egypt, he went to Egypt during the offseason instead of being at practice, that's when he turned on Robert Saleh. That's exactly what happened. He got the man fired. We can't deny this. Aaron Rodgers is the absolute problem. Josh is absolutely right. Aaron Rodgers is washed. He's done. Nothing else is going to come of his career but retirement.
I do have to express some sort of sympathy towards Jets fans. They thought he was going to be their savior.
Oh, here we
and
go.
all they got was more sadness and more patheticness and more lost in the wind, just blowing.
Do you
to
appreciate
nowhere.
what he did with the Packers at all?
Yeah, I appreciate the Super Bowl he won. I don't really care about his MVPs. Those are personal accomplishments. He was a great quarterback here. And then he became the egomaniac, full of himself, never did anything wrong guy, who was a large reason why the Packers weren't able to achieve more than they did.
When do you think
Does Aaron Rodgers live rent-free in Josh DiMaggio's head?
Yes.
You could call it rent-free or whatever, but this is my job. I'm here to talk about this. This is Aaron Rodgers.
This is my job. I'm here to talk about Aaron Rodgers.
Am I wrong? Is it not good for content, or should we be like you and just be like,
I don't know. That's
Why are you pointing at me? What did I
you're
do?
the one saying it.
Hey, that swisher got you preaching, boy.
Uh-huh.
I might need to put a swisher in my ear like
What
you.
do they say? I'm smoking that Aaron Rodgers pack today.
Yeah, you smoking that. Yeah, you smoking Aaron Rodgers pack today. You smoking that boy.
Go, Josh, go from John in the 414. Joshy just drooling about the New York Jets news. That's Mike in the 414. Haters and lovers, Joshy, you got them right now. Haters and lovers.
I want more haters, I'm going to be honest.
More
More people out there.
You've got more on Twitter. Cody
Yes.
chimes in. This is the worst segment ever by Joshy. Horrible point regarding the defenses Brady and Mahomes had, and Rodgers not elevating his teammates.
He's being mean about my Packers.
Just a weird victory lap from Cody.
It's such a weird victory lap. Like the moment, this feels like the happiest day of your life.
It's damn near close.
It's got to be top 4.
That's
right?
6.
Yeah, it's top 5. As I said,
You're
to begin
you're
with,
sick.
Nobody in the history of the ESPN Wisconsin airwaves has been more vindicated than me.
It does.
The amount I had to listen to people tell me, careful what you wish for, Brad. Careful of what?
It does feel like for the longest time there was a be careful what you wish for and like a Rodgers defense.
Yes.
Right? Where like it was everyone's fault but Rodgers.
Yes.
And now it's seemingly going completely the opposite.
Ready for a new nugget?
Yeah.
Per the NFL on CBS, ousted Jets head coach Robert Saleh was considering firing OC Nathaniel Hackett before himself was fired Tuesday morning.
That can't be real.
You're kidding.
Complete meltdown.
That can't be real.
That is unbelievable.
So Woody Johnson.
I do love a good Joshy cackle.
Wait.
Oh, he got the cigar in the mouth.
Come on. Do you think Woody Johnson ran it past Aaron Rodgers and said, hey, like the offense is anemic. We may need to move on from Nathaniel.
He said Mike Cadence was bad.
He said Nathaniel. You think he the problem? You see what that defense is doing over there?
For the sheer idea of firing Hackett, he's gone. Fire him.
Who
Fire
came
the
up with
head
this
coach.
idea? Who told you to tell me this, Woody? It was Robert. Robert, fire his ass too. Nathaniel stays.
Aaron in Fredonia chimes in. I think Josh and I could be best friends ever.
It's just such a good day to be me today. It's unbelievable.
Can you get that damn cigar out of your mouth if you're going to talk?
Everything's coming up Joshy today, and that's just simply it.
All right, that's enough out of this guy. Josh DiMaggio. No, I ain't clapping
outstanding.
for his ass.
That was
I ain't clapping for his ass.
beautiful performance.
You can
It
laugh
was
at me
beautiful.
too.
The lasting, wait a minute. Joshy, the lasting memory of Scalzo and Bruss is Ben Bruss being an idiot wearing an Aaron Rodgers jersey. And it's
Oh,
you
that's
taking
the
shots.
lasting
and
memory?
Still
you
embarrasses
taking-
me to this day.
Yeah, and you taking
shut
shots
up.
at
You
Aaron.
defended me that day, and now that you're on the other side of not being on Scalzo and Bruss, you fraud. You traded on me.
You weren't
This is
complimenting
Kyle
me.
Bruston Nortman, KBN.
You said they are a reflection of their head coach.
Yes, he's soft, as he proved with you by signing that damn jersey you had on. You think Campbell would have signed that jersey?
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
It's bird bashing season when you swoop into Potawatomi. Thursdays, you could win up to a wicked 50 grand cash in the Bird Bash Game Show. Just play with your rewards card all October for entries. All Bird Bash entries go towards a December 20th giveaway with a monstrous 300 grand in prizes. Bird Bash makes its bewitching return. Only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Learn more at paysbig.com/birdbash. Must be 21 years old to play.
This college football moment is brought to you by ServPro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. For instance, TCU walked into the locker room at halftime in the 2016 Alamo Bowl, down 31-0. The Horned Frogs stormed into the second half and erased a 31-point deficit to force overtime, and eventually won it in the third overtime, 47-41.
ServPro, like it never even happened.
True Work is the most technical workwear in the world, delivering modern solutions to timeless job site challenges. Innovation meets tradition in True Work's high-performance lineup of work pants, shirts, and jackets, all engineered to give you the comfort and protection you need, especially in the most extreme conditions. Check out the full lineup with over 50,000 five-star reviews at truework.com and use the code SPORTS15 to get 15% off your first order. That's TRUEWERK.com. True Work helps you be your best when the weather's at its worst.
Ben Brust here to tell you about why your next work van should be from Mercedes-Benz Sprinter at Zimbrick European. First off, we have versatility. The Sprinter vans offer 16 body types and thousands of ways to customize that space. Number 2, we have reliability. Sprinter's most powerful diesel engines last longer and require less maintenance, spend more time on the road and less time in those bays. Number 3, we have safety. Sprinter's safety technologies include curtain airbags all around, load adaptive electronic stability program, and crosswind and attention assist. Number 4, Van Care Mobile. Our maintenance team can come to you with routine service. Who wants to go in? Let them come to you. They work with multiple trucks on one visit. Use the Mercedes Me Connect. And last but not least, get your Zimbrick Sprinter at Zimbrick European at Rimrock Road and the Beltline, or go online at ZimbrickEuropean.com because they never charge over the MSRP.
Get more per pour at the Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company. Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company is a Madison original, brewing award-winning craft beers for 30 years. And now, it's time for their bigger and better happy hour. Every Monday through Thursday from 3 until 6 p.m., enjoy 20-ounce pints of the Great Dane's flagship beers for only $3. From Crop Circle Wheat to the Old Glory APA. Head to one of their 4 locations, downtown, Hilldale, Fitchburg, and East Madison. Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company, Madison's original brew pub since 1994.
You're probably being overwhelmed with information about semaglutide, the game-changing FDA-approved weight loss treatment. Jim Rutledge here. I was like you. I didn't know what it was until I saw Dr. Nestor Rodriguez at Carbon World Health. He can walk you through the benefits. He can tell you if it's right for you, and then you could come up with a plan to change your life with a workout plan and semaglutide. With that plan, I dropped 20% body fat to 10% body fat, and I dropped over 20 pounds of fat and kept my muscle. You can do the same thing. Go see Dr. Nestor Rodriguez at Carbon World Health.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Joining us now on Kyle Bruston Nortman after we got rid of the utmost Aaron Rodgers hater, Josh DiMaggio. We welcome in Packers Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher, who shared the field with one Aaron Rodgers, into Kyle Bruston Nortman. Listen to Tauschi every weekday, Monday through Friday, 9 to noon across these very stations. Tausch, did you have the chance to listen to Josh DiMaggio dance all over Aaron Rodgers in the middle of the season?
I did. I was able to catch the first part of it where he was basically taking a victory lap and that he's the greatest Aaron Rodgers hater on ESPN Wisconsin. And no, he's not, by the way. On your former show, Scalzo and Brust, Mark and the guy you guys call the clown.
Yeah, Mark in New Berlin.
Yeah, Mark in New Berlin. He definitely was a step ahead of Josh, and then Josh kind of jumped on his coattails. That's how I remember.
Oh, wow.
Anyway.
They're both going to the wedding, and neither is Strofe.
That is to be determined. We're not going too deep into the wedding list right now with Mark Tauscher. Now, Tauschi, look, how do you feel about Aaron at this point? Like from a personal football, it's just he's such a polarizing figure. Like, do you put Saleh's firing on him? Is this all Aaron's doing? Do you feel like he's the thesis of the problems that happened within the last 2 years of the Packers organization? Like, is this more evidence that he was a problem versus Goody? Where are you on just Aaron as a whole?
Well, I think his time in Green Bay is what it is, and I think on the grand scheme, it was a fantastic era of football. But his last season was not good, and the way it finished, and kind of how he reacted to what he did in Green Bay and then did the opposite when he got to New York, that tells you a lot about kind of, I think, how he viewed that last season. So I'm not going to denigrate his first, 16 seasons. His last year in Green Bay was a wasted season by all accounts. So as far as the Jets, they brought him in with the hopes that he was going to be an MVP and that he was going to elevate their football team. And, unfortunately for them and for him, he got hurt last year, and he's lost a lot of his mobility. You watch the game on Sunday morning, you notice that, and he is not playing at that elite MVP level that we'd seen in the past. So the Jets, I think what I took away, and I know Joshy looked at it from a whole different perspective. I saw this today as Goody. I thought he bludgeoned Joe Douglas and the Jets prior, but for them to take on that full-on contract and to give up picks, Goody absolutely bludgeoned Joe Douglas and the Jets, and there's no doubt at this point Aaron Rodgers, that trade went heavily tilted towards the Green Bay Packers.
Tausch, how would you evaluate Jordan Love so far this season?
I think inconsistent. The fact that he got hurt, I really still, and I know I'm not trying to be an apologist, but that game back against Minnesota, he was going to be rusty. He's been more careless with the football than what I'd like. And last week, there are no do-overs or there's no, any of that. I still have a steadfast belief that he is a fantastic quarterback. And what I really liked about last week, obviously the interception and what happened with that was an utter disaster. But what did he do after that? He was fantastic, and resiliency and bouncing back. That was what I was excited to see.
That's what I love about my quarterback in Jordan Love. But on the defensive side of the ball, how do we solve this Rashawn Gary issue? Like, you played in the NFL, you played tackling in the NFL. What is it that Gary needs to do to solve this problem? Because at this point right now, he's playing like just a regular old rotational guy and not an elite superstar he's supposed to get paid to do.
Yeah, I really think he needs to get back to what he's good at. And what he is really good at when he's been at the peak of his powers, he's strong as a bull. He was bull rushing. I just remember, I know you guys were talking about that San Francisco playoff game, right, where we ended up getting beat, 13-10. Go back and watch that film. Their right tackle had no answers for anything that he was doing. He was physical and bull rushing, and now people are sitting back on that, and you have to have a counter off of that. So I don't know. Obviously, he blew his knee out, and that is a comeback thing that you have to work through. But it's been a year and a half now, and the NFL doesn't wait for anybody. His production needs to get better as we, continue to look at this season. He needs to be better.
Who do you think's happiest today? Rodgers, Goody, LaFleur, or Josh DiMaggio?
Josh, by far, Josh DiMaggio.
Josh DiMaggio's happier than Goody? I mean, Goody and Rodgers hated each other, though.
Here's the deal. Goody has moved on. Goody probably took that. I'm sure. I don't think he's really that. Obviously, you always keep track of how the trades work out and things like that. But I think he's much more, at this point, it's been 2 years. I think he's more looking at it like, all right, we're moving forward. We won this trade. We got this talent. We did this. We were able to offload that contract because if you remember, Goody said when they traded him, it was a good day for the Green Bay Packers that cap money is now and you're going to be done with it. That was a telling quote then. So I don't think he's sitting here like some psychopath, like, oh, my God, we won this, we did this. Do I think he probably feels even a little bit more vindicated about making that move? Yeah, probably. But I guarantee one thing, he's not near as gloaty or as happy as what Joshy D was doing on that segment before.
Talking with Tausch here on Kyle Brust-Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin.
Tausch, how long do you hold out before you turn the heat on in your house?
Oh, what a great question. A long time. I'm a big dude. I run hot, so I want my house as cold as possible. So I don't handle a ton of that. I do not want the furnace on until it absolutely has to. I'm guessing you start getting into that low 40s. That's probably the temperature outside.
Right.
Inside, I'm fine with it being in those low 60s inside the house. I'm more than comfortable. I'm guessing I don't win that battle all that often, but I don't want the house any hotter than 67. That's about
powerful.
As hot as I want the house.
Powerful.
I don't like it that. I just don't like it. I don't like it being, normal people are going to say 72. I'm not even remotely interested in anything in the 70s. If you have to go up to 67, 68, okay. But I like it being under 67 pretty consistently.
So even in the summertime, you're pumping the AC to get it 67 all the time?
Well, that's not what you asked.
Well, no,
I
I'm
mean,
just saying,
Brad,
like-
you didn't ask me about the summertime.
Okay. No, I hear you.
In summertime, I mean, if it's 100 degrees, then I'm not going to have it down to 60-something. I don't want it sniffing more than 73, 74 inside the house in the summer. I'm going to run the AC. Absolutely.
Kyle, you would die in the Wallace household. I'm telling you, you'd be all upset. You have a poor attitude.
Where would I die?
In the Wallace household, because I tell baby girl, listen, it's 74 in this house. We good. We fine. It's a little hot. Turn the fan on. Open up a window. You be good.
What does baby girl say to that?
Listen, baby girl got the house she wanted, so that means Kyle keep the bills down. My AC is on 72.
But what if baby girl's like, man, Kyle, I'm not really digging this 75 degrees. I need a little chillier. What does Kyle say to that?
When baby girl had Kyle signed on the dotted line for this house with her, baby girl lost the freedom to be able to complain about that. She gave up. I gave up some money. She gave up some rights. That's what happens. It's give and take, right, Kyle? That's what y'all tell me, right?
Sounds like it's a lot of take.
Yeah, it's a lot of take right now,
You're
Kyle.
damn right. Taking out my bank account every month, the mortgage.
Okay, well, it seems like you got it figured out. By the way, I heard your segment where you get this deep. You remember that DM? What did the DM call you?
It was man. I'm
that was a little too. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's a little too quick of a recall by you to remember where that happened.
Tausch, good
I bet
call.
baby. Let me tell you something. Baby girl is gonna be asking for baby boy to be saying, "What the hell are you talking about? And who is this gal that you're referring to so quickly?" I think that's gonna be a conversation. And my guess is baby girl's going to get the house temp what she wants tonight because of that conversation.
Baby girl is confident in her relationship, and this was decades ago.
A lot of qualifiers
The
right now.
relationship or the DM was decades ago.
I'll say one thing. It was decades ago. Your recall on that one.
Because I'll be full
He was so proud, Tom. He's like, hey, 10 years ago,
it was
Mr. Swagger.
I'm telling you, just full transparency. I never forget. I was talking to another girl, and I was sitting there. I think either she was close to me or something like that. Next thing you know, my phone buzzes, and I look, and it's like, hey, I missed you, Swagger. I said, whoa. We cannot do this.
He smiled. He was like, Mr. Swagger.
Yeah.
Old T, we appreciate the time. That was great.
See you guys.
That's Mark Tauscher, Packers Hall of Famer. Listen to
How
him.
many times was the term baby girl said in that segment?
The fact that Tausch was using it back to Kyle was my favorite part.
Totally.
He know her name, baby girl.
Man, I can't. Is she listening? You getting text yet? Have you panic looked at your phone yet?
I have. Thank goodness.
She's holding. I think she's holding out until baby boy walks through the door.
I was gonna say, by the way, if they ever procreate a baby, rules are gonna be changing in that house fast. Kyle's been losing a lot of control.
Yeah, and if it is true, once they have the baby, they have you trapped, and all of a sudden you just have to give in.
Trapped?
Wow, what a way
You're
to call that.
referring to that as being trapped?
Kyle, let's just pivot real quick.
Yeah.
Let's say you have a baby girl. What are we going to refer to your fiance or wife or girlfriend at the whatever her title is when that day comes?
Little baby girl?
What are we
Little
going to refer
baby
to her
girl.
as?
Little ball and chain. I'm just kidding.
Keep going,
Send this segment to his baby girl.
Baby girl
Please.
senior, baby girl junior. Or I'm just saying somebody who's sucking all the money out of my life.
The old Paul and Jane.
He went with the old man, joke from like 20 years ago. You're so funny, Kyle. Tell us about Underdog.
Oh, I'm telling y'all, Underdog is so fun to play, and I want you to be able to play it right along with me. I had a great weekend playing Underdog Fantasy Sports, and this is your chance to play Underdog Fantasy Sports as well. You can win real money, and it's so easy, y'all. Check it out. This is what you do. You basically have to download the Underdog Fantasy Sports app or go to UnderdogFantasy.com. You select players from multiple teams, just like higher or lower on those player stats. If your picks hit, you can win up to 1,000 times your money. Yes, 1,000 times your money. A couple weeks ago, I put 10 down in order to try to win like $500 I didn't win, but it's okay because I had a lot of fun doing it, and you can do that as well. So again, make sure you go to the easy-to-use mobile app at Underdog Fantasy or go to UnderdogFantasy.com and sign up using promo code KBN. That is promo code KBN, and Underdog will give you a free pick to use on your first Cash Pick'em entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. That is promo code KBN to claim your new customer special. And remember, must be 18 plus and present in the state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerns your play. Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
Maybe Matt LaFleur deserves more flowers than he's been getting, not even for this season, but for what he dealt with. He was the best man in Robert Saleh's wedding. I bet they commiserate over times with Aaron Rodgers pretty soon. Brad has a take on Matt LaFleur. Next.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
Tyler, thank you for all that baby talk there and parenting talk. I'll take some of those tips.
I was getting ready for it right
Yeah,
yeah,
taking notes over there.
I'm taking some of those nips. Taking some of those tips. those tips and storing them away. I do like nips as well. But Tyler.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute is brought to you by Wisconsin Badgers Volleyball on ESPN Madison. Listen to every match all season long on 100.5 ESPN and streaming everywhere on Wisconsin On Demand. 6 catches, 134 yards, and 2 scores. A Tretch Kekahuna stat line worthy of Big Ten Freshman of the Week. He's the first Badger wideout to don the honors since David Gilreath. The call from Kekahuna's second TD, audio courtesy Big Ten Network.
Block, look left, goes right for the end zone, and it's Kekahuna doubling up on touchdowns today.
Wisconsin's offense also put on a clinic, recording 589 yards. The Badgers travel to Rutgers on Saturday.
Pella's windows and doors feature durable materials, custom colors, and innovative features like shades between the glass. Get 0% interest for up to 36 months at PellaWI.com.
Sunday morning. You can smell it. Game day. And the brisket you've been smoking since last night. A day to be with family, aka fellow football fans. Traditions make Sundays easy to enjoy. Beers do too. Bud Light. Easy to Sunday, easy to enjoy. Bud Light is the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Zimbrick Honda has been a proud part of the Madison community since 1973. They're your one-stop shop for over 250 new Hondas to choose from. Whether you're looking for a sedan, SUV, or truck, their selection of new vehicles is second to none. Stop in today at their location on Fish Hatchery Road and lease a 2025 Honda CR-V Hybrid Sport all-wheel drive for as low as $359 per month. Or browse their vehicle selection online at ZimbrickHonda.com. That's ZimbrickHonda.com. Shop local, shop Zimbrick Honda.
Whoa! Holiday shopping snuck up on us again! But Fleet Farm's Toyland will be ready to go. We're stocked up on the latest Hot Wheels, Melissa and Doug, Barbie, and Lego. Plus, we've got all sorts of tractors, trucks, and other cool stuff from Ertl, Cat, Case IH, and John Deere. Toyland opens October 12th with a free toy combine for the first 125 customers. Ready or not, the season's best deals on everything you need for under the tree are here at Fleet Farm.
Hi, this is Lee, inviting you to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. We got a great happy hour every day of the week from 4 o'clock to 7, and our patio during the summer is open too. If you're getting married, special occasion, a birthday, anniversary, or even a business meeting, we've got all the accommodations right here at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. You work hard and sometimes you're not sure what you want to do, where you want to spend your money. I want to encourage you to come into Ruth's Chris Steakhouse and say hello. It'd be a pleasure to meet you.
ESPN Madison is your new home for Wisconsin Badgers volleyball.
That's a statement win for Wisconsin.
Every single night, 7,000 plus, and they are in your face.
From early season showdowns to a run for the national title. Catch every match this season on 100.5 ESPN and Wisconsin On Demand.
Wisconsin's where it's at.
Let's go see how high we can go.
Wisconsin Badgers volleyball on ESPN Madison is brought to you by Coors Light, Ridgetop Exteriors, Goodman's Jewelers, Carbon World Health, and North and South Seafood and Smokehouse.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer. Our policy is to provide equal opportunity employment, development, and advancement to all current and potential teammates. If you are an organization that maintains a job bank, provides employment information, or gives job referrals, you may request to be placed on the station's mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers at goodkarmabrands.com.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, brought to you by Bud Light, the official beer of the NFL, on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Madison YouTube channel, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Baby girl.
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 We had a baby girl off between Mark Tauscher and Kyle Wallace during Tauscher's appearance on Kyle Brust and Nortman last
Baby
segment.
girl.
Baby girl.
Ernie Barn chimes in 800-990-3776. Alex Strofe, I hope you and your woman bought a bed. Kyle's going to need the couch and a place to sleep tonight.
Oh.
Oh, you got a face like you got a text.
Yeah, no, I'll be sleeping on the couch. Baby girl.
Baby girl.
Are you in trouble for real? 800-990-3776. No, I see that face. I know that face. That face is not going to talk about this on the radio.
I don't know what y'all talking about.
I don't know what he's talking about either, right? We move on. We're a team here. We all love each other.
We do love each other.
But it does exist at WisconsinOnDemand.com if you want to listen back if you are a fan of KBN Nation. I have to say that, Kyle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ernie in a barn, thank you for the text. We move on to Brad Nortman, who wants to give some credit to Matt LaFleur. And, look, hand up, right? Dummy Ben, right? Ben Brust goes to training camp right after Aaron Rodgers goes to the Jets, and jokingly, but stupidly, Aaron Rodgers made you, I love you two together, being complete douche. Man, I'm on the wrong side of history here. Ain't no doubt about that, because putting up with Aaron Rodgers is more than a full-time job. For holy mackerel's sake, you got to give some credit to Matt LaFleur here, because Robert Saleh and the Jets, as Joshy and Kyle Wallace earlier, Josh DiMaggio, Kyle Wallace were discussing how Aaron Rodgers came to the Jets and they were thinking, oh, we got to 8-9 without Aaron Rodgers. This is going to be great. And they're already at 2-3 firing their head coach. I was an idiot. Matt LaFleur, you deserve more praise.
Well, everything is more clear in retrospect. And one thing is very clear now is Matt LaFleur had a critical role, not only in Aaron Rodgers' success, but the Green Bay Packers' success. Guys, there is this narrative throughout Matt LaFleur's career with the Green Bay Packers that winning those 13 games in 3 straight seasons, everyone's like, well, how do we know he's a good coach? I mean, he's got Aaron Rodgers. He was discredited because he had Aaron Rodgers as his head coach, as if Aaron Rodgers is pulling Matt LaFleur and being the reason why the Packers had success, not Matt LaFleur. But as I look now, I see what the Packers are doing with this young team. I see what Aaron Rodgers was like before Matt LaFleur showed up. He was amongst his lowest in quarterback rating in the 2 years leading up to Matt LaFleur. And then obviously under Matt LaFleur, Aaron Rodgers totally resurrected his career. So not only that, did the on-field play improve for Aaron Rodgers, but think about the leadership that Matt LaFleur needed to do to steady the ship when literally after 1 year with Aaron Rodgers, Goody went ahead and drafted his replacement in the first round. Can you imagine what that would have taken for Matt LaFleur to keep Aaron Rodgers somewhat pacified?
That's a really good point.
Like, imagine trying to coach
I'm getting
Aaron
anxiety
Rodgers.
thinking about being Matt LaFleur in that situation.
And he was able to harness that and help Aaron Rodgers. Now, Aaron did a lot, but help Aaron Rodgers get 2 straight MVPs. And then we see him then leave, completely check out the 2022 season, be a wasted season, as Tausch said. And then he goes to New York, and it's a complete collapse. The steady thread, the stable base was Matt LaFleur to help Aaron Rodgers resurrect his career, keep him somewhat stable when they draft his replacement, he would have burned everything down in any other franchise. And then we can see what he did with this young team. Matt LaFleur deserves more credit than we gave him during that Aaron Rodgers time.
And I think Aaron Rodgers is discovering he's not invincible. He's going to continue to figure out, because you can only point the finger and blame other people so much until you realize those 3 fingers pointing back at you, you need to acknowledge them. And it probably is you, that you ultimately are the problem. And as you said so well, Brad, it was Matt LaFleur. We didn't know in this moment. We didn't know in the time. We just thought Aaron Rodgers had a down season. And when he bounced back for MVP seasons, we were like, oh, there he is. That's how great he is. When in reality, Matt LaFleur has done nothing but show show us his true greatness. He resurrected Aaron Rodgers, and then he took Jordan Love, who we were all very concerned about moving on to Jordan Love, and he took Jordan Love to a point where he got paid $55 million. And then the final little cherry on top, what did he do this year? He took a guy in Malik Willis, who we all laughed about, said, what are you doing, Goody? You're trading a 7th-round pick for a castaway from the Tennessee Titans. He took Malik Willis and took Malik Willis back down to Tennessee. He beat the Titans. So I'm just telling y'all this. It was Matt LaFleur the whole time, not Rodgers.
I'll make it even as simple as I can and as clear as I can. If you watch the Jets play offense with Aaron Rodgers, it looks like a version of the Green Bay Packers under Mike McCarthy, where it's like one-on-one, back shoulder, trying to make all these things happen that he could do with Jordy Nelson and James Jones and all those guys, Greg James, all those guys that he had rapport with that he built up over time. And now he's doing it with the Jets, which is so outdated. The way that they're playing offensive football right now is so outdated. It looks stale.
Good word choice.
It looks so 2012 right now. The way that offenses are being successful is not the way that Aaron Rodgers wants to run an offense because he's most comfortable with it. And his inability to accept what could help him is going to be his downfall.
Who would have thought a Matthew Stafford, a Brock Purdy, a Jordan Love would all look better than an Aaron Rodgers like this?
Wild.
Randy in a dump truck, 800-990-3776. Honk that horn, Randy.
Hey. Love it.
Hey, think about this. Aaron Rodgers has got more coaches fired than he's won Super Bowls. That's a hell of an accomplishment.
Wow, that's a stat. That is a stat right there.
Good nugget from Randy.
Wow, good
Why
job,
are y'all
Randy.
clapping for basically the sadness and heartbreak of Packer Nation? Do you realize that means he only got one Super Bowl and got 2 coaches fired? And one Super Bowl came with the Green Bay Packers, and the non-Super Bowls also came with the Green Bay Packers. I ain't clapping for that.
All right.
Failures.
800-990-3776.
I'll clap for that. Thank you, Strofe. He understands.
It's time for, what's my record?
You are 22, 22, and 4. You have not been under 500 since the inception of Kyle Bruston Nortman. Whoever plays you today could make history.
Caller 10 and Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? 800-990-3776. You could be part of history today, or not, because I'm bringing my A game. You get 15 questions in 90 seconds. You're allowed to say skip or pass if you don't get through all the questions, and answer those if you still have time left. If you win, you'll win a gift card. 800-990-3776. Caller 10. And, like I mentioned, you have a chance to be a part of history if you beat me and put my record under 500 for the first time of Kyle Bruston Nortman. 800-990-3776. Caller 10, Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Next in 2 minutes.
Why is life better with American Family Insurance? Because every policy comes with something very special. A trusted agent who's there to help protect your dreams by finding the right coverage at the right price. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hey, it's Kelly Sheffield, Wisconsin Badgers volleyball head coach. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN, WTLX, Monona, Madison, a good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
What is up, Madison? I'm Hunter Vaughn. Your Sports Center update is brought to you by the Mr. Irrelevant podcast. Join Alex Strofe every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12:30 on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel, where he talks all things green and gold and maybe some other dumb nonsense things as well. And speaking of the green and gold, the Green Bay Packers are 3-2 on the year. So far, of those first 5 games, one of the highlights has been free agent safety Xavier McKinney's 5 interceptions in the first 5 games. After the win on Sunday, Packers head coach Matt LaFleur shared a part of what makes McKinney so special.
It's unlike anything I've ever seen. I mean, the guy just has a knack for the football, and he's got great ball skills. He's very instinctive and smart to allow him to anticipate, to make plays. And then he generally makes the play.
Up next for the Packers, they will host the 2-3 Arizona Cardinals at Lambeau Field. Kickoff for that game is at noon. The Packers are 5-point favorites. Hour 2 of KBN starts now.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studios in Madison, this is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN. Sponsored by Bud Light, the official beer of the NFL. On ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Madison on YouTube, and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Oh, it's a day full of big moments. Robert Saleh getting fired. We're talking Aaron Rodgers, all the chaos there. But one thing that now is going to be to the top of the headline is Ben Brust. And are you smarter than Ben Brust? As Alex Strofe, our producer, said going into last segment, Ben Brust has never had a losing record of Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust, presented by Lakeland University on KBN. That could change today with Tony in Waukesha. Tony in Waukesha, are you confident that you can deliver Ben a loss today and give him a losing record?
No.
What? Did he say no?
Huh?
Yeah, of course.
He said
confident.
Okay.
What to say? What is this? He's a sabotage? A throat job?
We'll go ahead and focus those answers on the actual questions themselves. Let's just go ahead and spin it, Strophy. Let's just go spin it.
For those of you who say Ben Brust is an idiot, here's your chance to be proven right. It's time to play Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust?
Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? Presented by Lakeland University. Here's how we play. 15 questions in 90 seconds to get as many answers correct as you can. You're allowed to say pass, and we'll come back to it if you get through the rest. If Tony in Waukesha beats Ben Brust, he will win a $25 gift card. Ben is lurking behind me. He's already nervous. I think he knows that this is coming, and he's trying to intimidate.
Hey, Tony,
he's not going to intimidate Tony.
It's time to turn up, Tony. You got this.
Any questions, Tony?
No questions at all.
Okay, let's jump right in 3, 2, 1. In Greek mythology, who is the god of the sea?
Poseidon.
Which country won the FIFA World Cup in 2018?
Brazil.
What is the largest island in the Caribbean Sea?
Italy.
In which city was the Declaration of Independence signed?
Oh my God, why do I not know this? Pass.
In which city is home to the French Quarter?
Pass.
What is the longest reigning dynasty in Chinese history?
The Ming.
What is the capital city of Spain?
Portugal. I don't know. That's wrong.
What is the capital city of New Zealand?
Zimbabwe. I don't know.
If you're facing north and turn clockwise 540 degrees, what direction are you now facing?
500. South.
What is the square root of 144?
12.
Who is the only U.S. president to serve more than 2 terms?
FDR.
What is the scientific name for the fear of spiders?
Arachnophobia.
Who is the first female prime minister of the United Kingdom?
Margaret Thatcher.
Recently featured on Devontae Adams' social media, which famous American author wrote The Raven?
Edgar Allan Poe.
He could. It was weird.
Tony, he got a little bit at the end there to really help his cause.
He got the last 6 in a row.
Hey,
right.
Tony, I ain't gonna lie to you. When you said Zimbabwe and New Zealand, I said, oh hell.
Yeah.
Zimbabwe and New Zealand and Portugal and Spain.
I said, oh man. But hey, Tony.
That was good. That's
respectable score.
He knew the stuff.
It's a 7 spot.
7 spot.
He knew the stuff he should have known.
Got the last 6 right. Missed or passed on 6 in a row prior.
It's gonna be close.
Might be close.
Yeah,
close.
Ben's head by saying the guy was cooking.
I saw you doing that.
Cook. Yeah.
And he was cooking.
Yeah,
he certainly was.
In.
All right,
Hey,
Ben
Ben.
has remained back in the room.
Why
Big
you smile?
Big
Why you
smile
smile?
out of Ben.
Hey, Benny!
Now this is a big day for you, man. You don't want to fall under 500. That's loser talk. You can't go home to your
Come
baby
on,
talking
Benny.
about.
There were so
under
many
500.
days.
You guys are the most annoying people in the world. I know that Tony and Waukesha did well because Kyle was cooking it up
Hey,
in
I
here.
wasn't cooking it. He was cooking. I was just stirring it up.
There were so many days where you asked KBN Nation, please call in and please beat you. We've been on a losing streak so far. But Tony
All right,
Waukesha,
Bradford.
That is it. Bradford, the questionnaire. Ben, you know how to play. 15 questions in 90 seconds to get as many answers correct as you can. You're allowed to say pass, and we will come back to it if you get through the rest. If you beat Ben Brust, or Tony, read it right off the thing. If Tony beats you, he will win a $25 gift card. Any questions?
No, Bradford.
All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1. In Greek mythology, who is god of the sea?
Aquarius.
Which country won the FIFA World Cup in 2018?
Spain.
What is the largest island in the Caribbean Sea?
Sicily.
In which U.S. city is the Declaration
Vatican City.
In which U.S. city was the Declaration of Independence signed?
Philadelphia.
In what city is home to the French Quarter?
New Orleans.
What is the longest reigning dynasty in the Chinese history?
Ming.
What is the capital city of Spain?
Madrid.
What is the capital city of New Zealand?
Oh man. Pass.
If you're facing north and turn turn clockwise 540 degrees, what direction are you now facing?
540. 60. We're facing east.
What is the square root of 144?
No, we're facing south. We're facing south. South.
Okay, what is the square root of 144?
12.
Who is the only U.S. president to serve more than 2 terms?
God only knows.
What is the scientific term for fear of spiders?
Arachnophobia. And the New Zealand one is Auckland.
Who is the first female prime minister of the United Kingdom?
Oh, no.
Pass.
Recently featured on Devontae Adams' social media, which famous American author wrote The Raven?
Edgar Allan Poe.
Did he do it?
It's me close.
Did he do it? Did his last one give it to him?
22 and 5 at the time.
I'm tired. I'm still alive.
Man.
I will survive.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. You went back. Hey, I got this one, but the New Zealand, Auckland.
Still wrong, but
Still wrong.
That was a good guess.
It was a good guess.
It's a good guess.
That's a really good
Which one
guess.
did he get wrong twice? Oh, the Caribbean Sea answer. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wrong
what was
twice.
that?
That was
The Caribbean?
Caribbean,
Not the Mediterranean?
It got
no, I
more
switched it up
wrong.
on you. Yeah, it got way
Because
wrong.
Vatican City isn't an
yeah,
island.
I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey,
Wow.
I feel
It's a 7 spot for both.
I feel not good,
Hey,
but kind of good.
you've maintained a non-losing record.
I am 500 still. The quest
For
to
more
put
than a
me on
year.
under 500 is still alive.
Unbelievable.
Let me tell you,
That's
the guy
good.
you went against, Brad asked him, "Are you confident to beat Ben Brust?" He said, "No."
We're like, what?
So wait.
He's like, yeah, no, I am.
And then he cooked a little bit.
Dave from Aaron, I love the prime minister question. I swear I've heard that 3 times in 3 weeks, and he still couldn't get it.
That's because he has heard it 3 times in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You are 0 for 3.
It's unbelievable that you can't put it to memory.
I'm an idiot.
I've found, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but since I've joined the show, I have found a question that he just can't get right. I've had like 3 or 4 of them now.
Yeah, it was palindrome for him a
for
little
a
bit.
long time.
All right, let's go through the answers. In Greek mythology, who is god of the sea?
This is another one.
I used this one 2 weeks ago.
Aquarius
yeah.
isn't a horrible answer, actually. Poseidon.
Aquarius is a horrible
It
answer.
is.
But
Poseidon.
you're thinking like Aqua.
That's a horoscope sign.
Yeah, wow.
Poseidon.
Never heard of the movie Poseidon or the book?
Keep talking about Poseidon.
Yeah, there's like.
Yeah, no,
didn't you read a book in high
Kyle,
school?
you're being duped into helping to remember it.
I want
Stop.
him to do okay. He's
Why?
a reflection of us.
Which country won the FIFA World Cup in 2018? France. I mean, Spain was a good answer. Good guess, I guess. Largest island in the Caribbean Sea. You both said Sicily. Maybe you guys just like went to that, but then you changed your answer to Vatican
Yeah,
City.
I know what I did.
Which gets worse. It's
So
a
the
worse
Vatican
guess.
City's in the sea, huh?
Vatican Island. Which
Bradley?
Which
Don't
US
you try and get smart with me.
Which U.S. city?
The answer's Cuba.
Yeah, Cuba. Sorry, you're right.
Cuba!
Which U.S. city was the Declaration of Independence signed? Philadelphia. Very
job.
good. What city is home to the French Quarter? That is New Orleans.
I'm just good. He got both of those wrong. You got them right.
Yep.
Good job.
The longest reigning dynasty in Chinese history. Both guessed Ming Dynasty. Good guesses.
Who the hell is the Ming Dynasty?
I don't know.
Ming?
I only know it from Rush Hour 2. He says the Ming Dynasty.
Wait, I can't say what. Yao Ming? I legit, when they both said Ming, I was like, I don't know about this Ming Dynasty. I'm not. Oh, okay, well, I guess it wasn't Yao.
Am I missing something?
That's the only association with the Ming.
That's what I'm
with
trying
Ming.
to say. The only association
China.
they have with China is the Ming, because they both said Ming. And so I'm like, all right, what is this?
Well, it's Zhao. The Zhao Dynasty.
Okay.
What is the capital city of Spain? This is where things went a little bit off the rails for Tony. The capital city of Spain, the answer is Madrid. You got that right. He said Portugal. Don't quite get that one.
Isn't Portugal a country?
Yes, it is. See, look at you, man. You're smarter than some.
Stop.
Capital city of New Zealand is Wellington.
Never would have got
I was
that.
like, nobody knows.
If you're facing north and you turn clockwise 540 degrees, what direction are you now facing?
East.
South.
South. I changed it to south.
Yeah.
You yelled east.
Yep. And this is where both you and Tony cooked. So both said south. Square root of 144 is 12. Only U.S. president to serve more than 2 terms is Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Scientific term.
You just wanted to flex you knew his middle name. I
Yeah.
only wrote Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Yeah.
Most people should know his middle name is Delano.
Well, it was a 3-letter abbreviation. It was not God only knows, though.
Yeah, true. Scientific name for the fear of spiders is arachnophobia. Do you want another guess at this? Who is the first female prime minister for the United Kingdom?
We played this with you last week.
And I got it after the fact, but you guys
did.
had to rhyme it for me. Can you rhyme it again?
Hatcher.
Margaret Thatcher.
There we go.
Margaret Thatcher.
I don't know why I want to say Wally Pip.
Right.
You would have won. And then featured recently on Devontae Adams' social media, what famous American author wrote The Raven? Edgar Allan Poe.
Good job, Ben.
7 spot. Little tie. 22, 22, and 5.
Maybe next week your demise will come.
The odds were not in my favor today, but we did tie. But the odds may be in your favor at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. If you check out their 2,000 square foot video wall, if you go to the kiosks and place some bets and sit back and relax and enjoy the show, you can enjoy great food from the kitchen. And I say the kitchen because it's called the kitchen, and it's amazing. Seating for 200. You got to check out Potawatomi Casino Hotel's brand new sportsbook. Also, it's not just a sports book. Table games, slots, bingo. There's something for everyone to discover it. Bet above the rest. Paysbig.com. That's paysbig.com. Brad is bullying his wonderful wife, Lexi. We'll tell you why and how next.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN.
Student Athlete Support Fund is something I was looking at. I'm ultimately likely going to give to this College of jeez. I was in life.
Long week.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Whoa! Holiday shopping snuck up on us again, but Fleet Farm's Toyland will be ready to go. We're stocked up on the latest Hot Wheels, Melissa and Doug, Barbie, and Lego. Plus, we've got all sorts of tractors, trucks, and other cool stuff from Ertl, Cat, Case IH, and John Deere. Toyland opens October 12th with a free toy combine for the first 125 customers. Ready or not, the season's best deals on everything you need for under the tree are here at Fleet Farm.
Ben Brust here to tell you about Bud Light's impactful initiative with Folds of Honor. This fall, Bud Light and Folds of Honor need your help to highlight the stories of those who gave their all in service of our country. If you know someone close to you that is a fallen or wounded veteran or first responder, please submit their story to be recognized by Kyle Bruston Nortman. Now through the week of Veterans Day, submit a story of a service member for their family's chance to be featured on the air, along with a Milwaukee Bucks weekend experience. Write into ESPNFoldsOfHonor.com. That's ESPNFoldsOfHonor.com, and we will honor the families of those who've kept our family safe.
Introducing Pizza Hut's new Tavern-style pizza, an upgrade to their classic crispy thin crust. Cut into 16 snackable squares and loaded to the edge with bold, flavorful toppings. Try one of their 4 new signature recipes: the spicy chicken sausage, the pesto margarita, the double pepperoni, or the ultimate. Because for a limited time, you can get any large specialty Tavern-style pizza for only $12. Go thinner, go crispier, go bolder with Pizza Hut's new Tavern-style crust. Order online today at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Ben Brust here to tell you about Zimbrick European. They're Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, and certified pre-owned. But the best part is I've been working with them since 2018, and the evolution has been a 2-door, a 4-door, and now it's time for an SUV. My life has changed, and it's changed with Zimbrick European. Being a dad has made it really important to have the comfort and the safety that the SUV will bring me. Again, Zimbrick European off the belt line at Rimrock Road. Of course, I found the sexiest car on the lot. Check them out.
Hello, I'm John Hayes, the owner of Goodman's Jewelers. It's been my pleasure to serve this community from this incredible store for over 4 decades. We stand upon high standards and classic traditions, pillars like honesty and integrity. Stop into Goodman's Jewelers, the longest-standing full-service jewelry store in the heart of Madison at 220 State Street. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
Wisconsin is as hard-working of a place as you'll ever find. People here are tough, but even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. At Gruber Law Offices, we won't stop fighting for you and your family. One call, that's all.
Professional volleyball is coming to Madison this January, featuring silver medalists Lauren Carlini and Annie Drew Schumacher. Love Madison Volleyball is Madison's newest pro team. Get ready to watch some of the world's best volleyball players, from silver medalists to NCAA champions and international superstars. The action kicks off on January 17th at the Wisconsin Fieldhouse. Visit lovb.com for more information and tickets today. Volleyball is the next major league.
Gold medalist and ESPN Madison foodie Matt Hamilton here to tell you about Metcalf's Market. As a proud Wisconsinite, you know I support local, and it doesn't get more local than 4th-generation family-operated Metcalf's Market. Renowned for offering an extensive selection of local and premium quality foods, it's the best place to shop for me and my family. Where family tradition meets commitment to quality, sustainability, and supporting local communities, head to one of their locations today in Hilldale, near Westtown Mall, or Wauwatosa. Metcalf's Market. Bring local home.
Hi, I'm Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock with Retirement Income Strategies. And what sets us apart is we're an independent, family-run office. We help clients like you understand the financial world and build a portfolio that's in your best interest. To learn more, go to MadisonMoneyGuy.com.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. ESPN, the ESPN Madison YouTube channel, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
A point of clarification on Are You Smarter Than Ben Brust? The record is still 22-5. We are not under 500. But callers, YouTubers, texters are out for Brad Nortman's head right now, as FDR's middle name ends in an O, not an R, from just about 10 people in the last minute.
Can I be honest? I've never seen the name written out. I've only heard FDR or seen Franklin D. Roosevelt. I've only heard people say what I thought I heard was Delano. But sure enough, it's
Franklin
Delano.
Roosevelt?
Delano?
Delano or Delano?
No, it's got to be
It can't be Delano.
It's got to be Delano.
Yeah, Delano. And then his wife's name is Eleanor, which is probably where I got the or.
Roosevelt.
Yeah, Roosevelt.
But she was a Roosevelt, I believe, before she met him. That was their cousin. They're kissing cousins. Like,
yeah, I think you're right.
Third cousin.
Well, just like tying, kissing your cousin.
It is. I stand with you, Brad.
So I didn't know that.
I thought the
they're
same
cousins?
Thing. Yeah, they're like third cousins. I mean, but I know my third cousin, so it's pretty nasty.
What's the line? Fifth cousin?
Hey, Kyle knows his third cousin, so that's what qualifies it
Kyle,
as nasty.
I'm asking when it's okay.
It's never okay.
Fifth cousin? Sixth cousin?
Okay, I just
if you go far enough, aren't we all cousins?
Maybe.
Hey,
I just want to put this out here because I am
means
judging.
you and Lexi are cousins. Congrats.
Disgusting.
So you and your girl.
Yeah, disgusting.
Good point.
I just want to let everybody know it is not okay if you discover that somebody is a long
800-990-3776. I ain't about to let Kyle say anything that he's going to say
Penny,
next.
we just got this on Twitter. I feel like you need to hear it. I feel like we all need to hear it, and we need to discuss because there is a lot to this tweet. This comes from Stevie's Sports Cards on Twitter at KBN ESPN. I think there needs to be a new brand given to Benny. He is not dumb. He is not stupid. He is not an idiot. He's intelligent. He's kind. He's a good father. That one I agree with. He surprises on trivia. and he's a fantastic radio. 1 for 5 ain't bad. I don't like calling him an idiot, and I love Ben Brust from Stevie's Sports Cards.
Wow.
Put it on the sales material upstairs.
Oh, about that.
Hey,
sounds like a
sales
nice
team,
guy.
if you're listening, not an idiot, not dumb, intelligent, great father.
Yeah.
I know where to go when I'm having a bad day. Stevie, whenever I need you, I'm going to say, Stevie, I need you.
I hate to break it to you, but Stevie, tweeted me the other day that the only thing holding this show back is you.
Oh, well, you're a lie. You're a lie.
Yeah, I'm a lie.
You're a lie.
You a lie. I love what you say.
Stevie
that.
sounds too nice.
800-990-3776 is the ESPN Wisconsin talking text line. Paul chimes in. I should get a rematch. I beat Ben and called me a douche when I won. Yeah, I never said I was a good loser. It's the competitive spirit in me.
Totally understandable. I've been losing a lot more lately.
Now, Brad.
Significantly more.
Okay, cool.
When's the last time
guys.
you won? You went 1-7 you're 1-7 or something
It's
like that?
been
1-7
a
in multiple times?
while. Was it like Chef Ed?
Probably.
Some of those wins shouldn't count. If
Jeff
you beat
Ed said he
Chef
got
Ed-
4 today. At least he's starting to be honest with himself.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
there you go.
Chef Ed, only 4?
It's usually 10 or 11.
No, I thought he would know more today.
All right, so, Brad, I am with you when it comes to this. We asked Mark Tauscher this question. He said, that's a great question. But with Kyle Wallace being the Karen of the group and having his own standards of his home and being the man of the household, I like to keep the house as cool as possible. Are you the same way?
Oh, I'm 100% the same way. I do this thing where I wait how long I can turn on the heat, like going into November, probably not December, but I do everything I can to not turn the heat on and just find all ways to just like endure the cold because I love a cold house. I love sleeping in a cold house. I'm opening up the windows. Our bedroom is freezing cold when we wake up in the morning. This morning, when we woke up, it was 62 degrees. 62 degrees, and it was lovely. It was beautiful. And when I left for work today, a little bit later in the afternoon, I get a little bit later than you guys, it had warmed up to 65. And
Flex on us, Brad.
I can't imagine it's going to get that much warmer. Actually, I'm curious. I do have an app that tells me what my house is at right now.
Oh, big money, big money.
Unless it tells me it's at 66. 66 degrees right now. This
That's
is
a
probably
great temp.
peak. It's a great temp.
So
And-
wait, Lexi doesn't touch it when you're gone?
No, she knows not to get after that heat. The problem is, so I'm a big cold house guy, right? Cold sleeping. I have no problem doing that. Even I was cold. Like I'm warm bodied, like Tausch was describing. Even I was getting kind of cold. I was thinking, man, Lexi must be freezing because she's got bad blood flow. She gets cold really easy.
Wait, whoa.
Her
You
hands
know
will-
all of this stuff, and you're freezing the
For
poor
real,
girl
the girl
out?
got a medical condition, and you sitting
She
there
does.
enduring
She's got,
it.
like, the-
You need to make accommodations.
She's got like the Renard's thing where like she gets bad. Her hands go purple.
So hang on. Is this more about saving money?
No, this is partially. It's kind of nice.
What do you
not
mean
pump the heat.
partially?
But like, I like your cold house, and it's a game, guys. Have you guys figured this out yet? That like there are these little interesting games that there might be some financial benefit on the other side.
No,
of it.
there's always a financial
But
benefit
there's
on the
small
other side.
financial benefits. But yeah, I'm not turning the heat on. She can put gloves on. She can put 4 layers
Gloves?
on if she
In
wants.
the house?
She can snuggle up with a blanket. I'm
Are
totally
you
okay
telling
with it.
me that she sleeps with gloves?
No, she'll put more socks on though. She'll definitely sleep with like several socks.
That's
And,
so
and you know what the other thing
uncomfortable.
is? She snuggles with me more, guys. Like she's putting up
As
she's going
if
with
you
the
guys
blanket.
already don't snuggle enough.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just
She's
more
snuggling
incentive
out
to
of
do it.
survival, Brad, not out of comfort.
I don't care the reason as long as she's snuggling. I'm good to go.
Oh my gosh,
so
this
yeah,
is terrible.
she's a little
I
bit
feel
pain-
better
she-
now because I woke up in a home that was 65 the other day,
Ooh,
and
I
we
was
have a
cold in your
8-month-old baby girl.
Mm.
Now, I consider this training, right? For 18 years of her life, she's going to have to get used to the way I like the temperature in the house. But if it was 62, I'd have to warm up my little baby girl.
You got your baby in an icebox?
It's not an ice box. She sleeps in this like
She's sitting there.
She's sleeping better because of it, I'm
The
sure.
hell? Is she sleeping better, Ben? Have it been great?
the last
reasons why.
2 days have been hell.
Because she's freezing.
And
You said,
she's
what's-
going through other things.
Shh, be quiet, girl. What's wrong? She won't take her bottle. She won't take it. She's freezing cold right now, Ben. Warm her up.
The only thing
Turn the heat on.
the only thing I will do is we've got like a gas fireplace, so you can like switch that on, and Lexi will literally go in front of it like with her hands and like do
Yo,
this
this
and, like, put
sounds
her hands-
this sounds like somebody who is like working 2 jobs to try and like pay their electricity bill, Brad.
Is this like
and shout out to
Scrooge,
people
like
that are
Ebenezer
doing that,
Scrooge?
but you are spitting in the people's faces that want heat. You have the ability to have heat.
She has other avenues to get warmed up,
like
snuggling, gloves.
While she's got the syndrome in her
coat,
hands going.
A furnace.
A furnace, yeah, but if I would be ashamed of myself if I turned my furnace on October 8th. That is way too early. I'm hoping to go at least to Halloween.
I will say
Halloween would be outstanding to wait that long.
Agree or disagree? 800-990-3776. October is the best month to sleep.
100%.
It is the best month to sleep. You don't need to have the air conditioning on. You don't need to have the heat on. You're going to be cold and cozy and snuggly. And
it's crisp. It's
you can
dark.
always
It's getting darker.
Darker. You can always add more blankets if needed.
I disagree.
Do you have the heat on right now?
Come on now. Hell no. I ain't paying that bill. No. I mean,
You have no grounds to give me a hard time then.
I do have grounds to give you a hard time. I'm trying to save money. I have a reason to save money. I couldn't just swing my leg a couple times and make billions of dollars. Okay, I wasn't good enough to do that. So for me, I hate a cold house, but I despise having to spend money. So this is the reason why I keep it cold in my house. I don't keep it cold on purpose. I keep it cold out of a necessity.
So when will you turn your heat on? How cold will it have to get? Consistently in the house? Because the Norman houses were
I can
low
see
to
Kyle
mid-60s.
with his teeth shivering and clenching and doing that.
So I grew
drinking
up
tea, trying to warm up his under body.
I grew up in a house where if you turn the heat on too early, somebody would say, "Now who done turned this heat on? It ain't that cold out. You better put some blankets on." And so that's how I was trained. So for me, we're probably looking, December, the winter solstice.
December?
Yeah. What y'all in unison doing that for? December.
Because we like to push the limit, but you are cheap as hell.
There's like a humanity issue now.
November is only like 50
don't you
degrees.
talk about humanity issue. You're freezing your wife.
Torturing my wife.
I just don't want to have to turn it on too soon. I for sure not doing it right now, but I would think, what if it gets to 30 degrees outside, I got to turn it on.
Will the internal temperature of the house, will the thermostat read in the 50s before you turn it on?
No, yes, the 50s. Right now, it was like 62 this morning. 50s, yeah, in the 50s. If it gets like 55, then I got to turn it on. But we're gone during the day.
55.
Yeah.
That's pretty cold. I respect it. I respect it so much.
And I'm a fan guy, so the fan has to be on when I go to sleep, so I just suffer.
But wait a minute. You like it. You like sleeping in the warm. So why do you have a fan going and why do you keep it so cold?
The noise and the fan. Sometimes you get so adjusted to things. Like if the fan's not on, I'll have something blowing on me. I feel awkward. It feels weird. I've grown accustomed to the house having the fan blowing on me.
JV 800-990-3776. You're up, Jonathan Brust.
Hey, so I was calling it for something completely different. Brad, the only people that I know that would make their wife sleep in socks are like weirdos.
Yeah.
Dude. Take care of your wife. Get your house warm. That is the worst thing that I've ever heard that somebody would do to their wife that's got blood flow.
She's all right.
That's bad.
She's good. She's got
What
ways
does
to
the
pull
doctor
herself
say
up.
about that? We don't have to get too personal, but is this something where the doctor's like, hey, like you should probably tell him he should probably turn the heat on for you? Like,
I've never heard that verdict.
She loves.
She absolutely loves. Listen, you're a nice guy.
Quickly, JB. Anything else before we let you go?
Yeah, so you guys are going elite, average, and good or overpaid on Jordan Love.
That was yesterday.
What happened to Jordan Love being the best thing since sliced bread? I think I'm feeling pretty good over here with Caleb Williams.
And on cue, Alex Strofe strikes again on Jonathan Brust. 800-990-3776. Ernie the Barn asked, does Brad have any pics of Lexi in her NASA space suit to keep warm?
Sometimes she needs layers like that.
I don't send nobody no pictures. What kind of question is that asking for somebody pictures of their wife?
You won't be able to see anything. It's spacesuit.
Either way, I think Kyle's right on this one.
Does he have any pictures of his wife in the thing? What the hell? I heard what the fan said to you on the sideline.
Your wife's
weird.
hot. How'd you land her? The chirps really got to Brad Norton.
You got me thinking about everything but punting in that moment.
Poor guy. Screaming Sicilian Pizza, I tell you what. When I need a warm pick-me-up, set that oven to 425, set the timer to 15 minutes, pop in my Screaming Sicilian, then boom, bang, bop, bada bop, boop, pow! It's ready for you. It's ready for you. The Boss Hog is the personal favorite right now. Mambo Italiano is coming in second, and in third is the Supremus Maximus. Love me a good Supreme pizza. The best part about Palermo's is they have a pizza for everybody, a different brand. Connie's, Urban Pie, Palermo, Scream Sicilian, along with different Scream Sicilians, thin and crispy, tavern style. You have the 2.5 feet of stuffed crust cheese. If you like this cheese on the outside with all the cheese on the inside, it's amazing. So try Scream Sicilian. I mean, we're going to do it. Don't worry. I was thinking, guys, I want it to organically happen, but I want something new to celebrate outside the Mambo Italiano.
I'm sorry. I'm distracted.
Okay, Kyle and I were thinking too.
Yeah, we were. We most definitely
All right,
were.
Kyle.
And I'm distracted during these reads because you list off these fantastic pizzas that I done had, like so many different varieties that they have and brands with the Palermo's pizza. But like a couple weeks ago, you promised us a pizza. Where the hell is my pizza?
Yeah, where's
you
my
can't
pizza?
just keep doing the read without giving us our pizza.
Yeah, where's my
the
pizza?
Mambo Italiano.
Mambo.
Or the stuffed crust. I mean, there's so many good options, and you're just going holding out on us.
Every time you do the read, I get more and more hungry. So it's like a little bit torturous.
I promise you, and I'm good with promises here. If you guys text me tonight while I'm home after baby girl's put to sleep at 7 o'clock, I will grab the Palermos that I owe you guys. They are sitting in my freezer.
Hey, Siri, remind me to text Ben about pizza at 7 p.m. tonight.
Okay, I added text Ben about pizza for this evening at 7 p.m.
It's done. JD and Fondy chimes in. AC doesn't go on till 85 in the house. 55 for heat.
I like
Powerful.
JD.
Now that is a strong stance.
Yeah.
What's also a strong stance is a lot of people saying that Jordan Love has been average, but Brad has some numbers to prove why he's been average. We'll tell you why Jordan Love's been average, with a bright future still. Next.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman.
DKB, they get all my love, all my energy, and all my time. I'll be danged if GKB and Craig not going to allow me to take my half-an-hour boo-boo. If I need to do that, they need to allow me to do that.
That's your whole lunch break.
I don't even take a lunch break. I work during lunch.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
This truck season, think about all the things you can do in a Chevy truck. You'll be able to... Or you can even just... With impressive towing, incredible bed and tailgate functionality, and multiple powertrains, Chevy trucks have what you need to get things done. When you want to do it all, Chevy's got you. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
LabCorp Clinical Trials is changing to a new name, Fortrea. While the name may be different, Fortrea combines decades of great experience and professionalism with new opportunities for clinical trial participation. It's more than a mission and more than a new name. Fortrea is dedicated to moving healthcare forward. To learn more about the future of healthcare and upcoming clinical trials, visit us at FortreaClinicalTrials.com. That's FORTREA clinicaltrials.com.
Your warehouse concrete floors see a lot of traffic. Uneven, sinking, or cracked concrete can pose a serious threat to any business operation. From trip hazards to cracked foundations, sinking concrete can keep any business owner up at night. Concrete Lifting Technologies is here to help. Concrete Lifting Technologies can even out that concrete floor to prevent these hazards. They can level your warehouse floor within a few hours and don't even need to shut down your operations. Visit itaintmudjack.com to get a free quote today. That's itaintmudjack.com.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Join in the fun and celebrate the harvest season. Jim Rutledge here, and on Saturday, October 12th, the Bruce Company in Middleton will host their annual Family Fall Festival with a petting zoo, mini pumpkins, face painting, and photo opportunities in front of their festive autumn cabin and giant pumpkin. The Bruce Company transforms into a fall wonderland. Free to all and no registration is necessary. Take the family to the Bruce Company on October 12th from 11 till 2. The Bruce Company in Middleton and online at brucecompany.com.
ESPN Madison is your new home for Wisconsin Badgers volleyball.
That's a statement win for Wisconsin.
Every single night, 7,000 plus, and they are in your face.
From early season showdowns to a run for the national title. Catch every match this season on 100.5 ESPN and Wisconsin On Demand.
Wisconsin's where it's at.
Let's go see how high we can go.
Wisconsin Badgers volleyball on ESPN Madison is brought to you by Coors Light, Ridgetop Exteriors, Goodman's Jewelers, Carbon World Health, and North and South Seafood and Smokehouse.
When it comes to security for your home and family, you want a winner, and we found one when we placed our trust with J&K Security Solutions. This is Greg Gard. Kim and Jeff hit the game-winning shot for us with the Control 4 home technology system. Home or away, from our smartphones, we can open the garage door, dim the lights, turn on the TV, as well as arm the security system. That's convenience as well as peace of mind. Let J&K Security Solutions do for your home or business like they've done for us. Call 255-5799 or online at jksecurity.com.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Chris in New Berlin chimes in. Well, damn, now that you said, hey, Siri, text Ben about pizza, I now have a reminder to text Ben.
That was my goal. You're not getting off for free on this one, pal.
Hey, Siri, subscribe to Kyle Bruston Nortman. She just did in the break, and she called me Bruce.
Huh?
I said, Siri, subscribe to the Kyle Bruston Nortman podcast. And then she said, okay, now subscribe to Kyle Bruston Nortman. Come on, Siri, get it right.
I don't care, just as long as you subscribe to it.
Kyle, Brust, Nortman, Alex Strofer on the show, UKBN Nation at 800-990-3776. Bradley, you've gone to the research lab at the Brad Cave, and we'll ask the question and get to your responses, KBN Nation, with a little insight from Brad Nortman. But which version of Love do you see right now? Is he closer to the first half of last year or the second half of last year?
Well, you know how we sometimes you get proposed with things like, well, I got the good news, I got the bad news.
Uh-oh.
Let's start with the bad news first.
Wait,
okay?
real quick, how do you guys answer that? Good news or bad news first?
Always bad news
Always
first.
bad news first.
Give me the good news first. Let me be all hyped up first, and then I hear the bad news. I can take.
Why would you want that, though?
Because
the long-term effect of the bad news
Put that on
lingers.
Twitter, Strophy. If somebody says,
do
you want the good news
poll.
or the bad news, which one do you want first?
Well, Kyle, I'm going to give you the bad news first, okay? Because I was wondering, because last year we talk about Jordan Love, and it was really the tale of two seasons. First half of the year, really struggled. Second half of the year, played as better as well as any quarterback in the NFL, a truly elite MVP type level. Paid him the big money. And now the question is, well, who's he playing closer to? Who is the real Jordan Love, the first half or the second half Jordan Love? I got some bad news. Jordan Love, through 3 games, is playing like the first half of the season quarterback. He is much closer to that version than he is the second half of the year quarterback. Let me throw some stats at you guys, okay? Touchdown to interception ratio, okay? It seemed like last year it was the Chargers game where he really turned a corner. November 19th, they went on a winning streak, and he played his best football from there through the rest of the year. So I've got week 1 all the way through the Pittsburgh game, week 9. 14 touchdowns, 10 interceptions for Jordan Love through those 9 games. That's 1.4 touchdown interception ratio. So far through 3 games, 8 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. That's 1.6 touchdown interception ratio. That's basically the same and way different than like the 10 touchdown interception ratio second half of the year. So he's virtually the same touchdown interception ratio. Well, what about QB rating, okay? It's another one where it kind of takes in everything, right? Time of the game and completion percentage, whatever else. So 2023, 84%. 2024, 87%. Very similar. Completion percentage, 2023 was 59, and this year it's 56. All the main metrics that you would judge a quarterback by, he is playing closer to the early part of last year than he was the late part of last year. That would normally be concerning when you're trying to figure out who is the quarterback of Jordan Love. Now, that's the bad news. The good news is, while Jordan Love has been playing bad, we all see it. And
relative to the last 10 games of last year.
Relative to what we know he can do, he is not playing to what our expectations are. He's out of rhythm. He's been injured. There's been chaos in the wide receiver room. And there's just been a lot of strange events happening that would make him play bad. And his timing's off. And the Packers are 2-3. And they're actually
3-2.
3-2. Exactly. 3-2. They are very much in the race. They're doing well, good enough to win some games, and they have a bright future ahead. I have no doubt that Jordan Love will be closer to the second half quarterback than he was the first half for the rest of the season, because he's playing a whole lot like the first half last year. And the Packers are actually in decent shape. I would be surprised if we fast forward a month and he's still playing like this. But if he is, my optimism will be more concerning then. Give him a month, he'll be good to go. But if he keeps on playing like this, he's really closer to the first half quarterback last year than the second half. That's my takeaway. And
I feel like the good news wasn't as good as I was hoping.
No.
Well, the good news is they have a winning record, and he's played bad. And we completely estimate him to improve. I'd be shocked if he didn't.
Well, Brad, I want to put my
green and gold goggles.
Yeah, my green and gold goggles on, because whatever you were just talking about, I don't like it whatsoever, because this is the thing that you failed to talk about. Yes, Brad, Jordan Love has not played up to the way he's supposed to play, but at the end of the day, Jordan Love had to have.
Why'd you just take the glasses off?
I got to be able to see. I can't see my notes with these dang glasses. I looked down, I said everything looks different colors. But you know what ain't different colors is my hope for the Green Bay Packers. This is what I think, is that when I look at the way Jordan Love has played, yes, he's only played okay. He hasn't played that great. He hasn't played up to the expectations, but it is still early in the season. You said strange events, right? A lot of stranger things have happened to this Green Bay Packers team to start the season. They went all the way out to Brazil and played on that terrible turf, and then Jordan Love got hurt. And then while he was gone, on top of that, he hurt his knee in that game, right? Malik Willis actually played super well, which was different. The Vikings offense killed our defense in the first half, where he had to bring a comeback, and they almost come back and won the game in the second half. And then Dobbs all of a sudden wanted to go AWOL, and Watson was also hurt the last game, and the Packers still found a way to win. We can be disappointed with the way he has played, but I think Jordan Love is just warming up for the season. Do you remember what happened last October?
Bad.
Football. Super bad. Against the Raiders, they were trash. Against the Broncos, he was trash. Against the Vikings, he was trash. They were 0-3, but guess what? October already has come, and the Packers are already 1-0 in October. Jordan Love, we know he's going to get better. The offense is going to find a rhythm. So though you may be down on some of the things Jordan Love has presented so far this year, once he finds some balance, once he finds consistency actually playing quarterback with this football team, once all his receivers decide to get off the injured list in Christian Watson or decide to come to practice and play in a game of Romeo Dobbs, this team is going to be better. So we need to be more optimistic wearing our green and gold goggles, because the Green Bay Packers are going to be okay. And Jordan Love, more importantly, each week he's going to get a little better. We're going to come here on Monday talking about, oh, he's starting to look good. Oh, he's starting to look like the MVP candidate. Oh, the Packers are a real Super Bowl contender now, because we're going to look up. It's going to be the end of November, and the Packers are only going to have 4 losses on the season. They're going to be looking good.
Matthew chimes in at 800-990-3776. Love won't be as bad as the beginning of last year, but he won't be as good at the end of last year. He's a top 10 to 15 QB. Now, I don't know about the top 10 to 15. I think he needs to be in the top 5 to 10 based off what he's getting paid and based off, what he needs to be for this team to be successful. But maybe there's some truth to whatever we've seen over the first 3 games to the last 10 games of 2023 to the first 7. What if he's somewhere in the middle of everything that we've seen? And I think Taushi brought up a really good point, or maybe it was Balaga. It's one of the big offensive linemen that we have on our airwaves. Jordan Love, although paid like a franchise quarterback, is still really young in his maturation of becoming a franchise quarterback, right? So there's going to be mistakes along the way. I don't think it's fair to ask him to play at the level that he did at the end of last year, but I think it's okay to hold him to a higher expectation than what we've seen in the 3 games that he's played this year. Would you be happy and okay if he was somewhere in the middle?
I would be okay with it, but at some point, the question is, what are you closer to? Are you closer to the early season quarterback last year or the late season quarterback? He's got to be closer to the guy we saw at the end of the season. If he's closer to what he has been currently, that's not good enough. I don't expect him to have MVP numbers and 20-some touchdowns and 2 interceptions over 10 games. It was unbelievable. But he's got to be closer to that, which is the whole point of this, is saying that he is currently playing closer to that early version than the later version. It's only a matter of time before he spins it and turns it around, but he's got to sustain a level that's closer to the second half.
Well, he's been Favre-like at moments and Rodgers-like in moments in these 2 seasons, and still a lot to see from Jordan Love. But we'll continue to discuss this like the nugget from Brad Norton. We'll get to your text at 800-990-3776 as we wrap up Kyle Brust and Nortman's ESPN Wisconsin portion before the 414 hour at 4.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman.
When I'm, again, doing the Pack Arena, and as a shareholder, when I'm sizing up my ring, I'm sizing up my ring
Pack Arena right now.
1 pack of 2 pack of 3 pack of ring.
Hey.
What's the rest of the words? Jordan Love to Christian Watson. Nay, that's a touchdown.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute is brought to you by Madison Axe. Enjoy axe throwing, craft beers, bags, shuffleboarding, and more fun at Madison's state-of-the-art entertainment spot. Visit MadisonAxe.com or head to their location on Stoughton Road today. 6 catches, 134 yards, and 2 scores. A Tretch Kekahuna stat line worthy of Big Ten Freshman of the Week. The call from Kekahuna's second TD, audio courtesy Big Ten Network.
Lock, look left, goes right for the end zone, and it's Kekahuna doubling up on touchdowns today.
Wisconsin's offense also put on a clinic, recording 589 yards. The Badgers travel to Rutgers on Saturday.
Pella's windows and doors feature durable materials, custom colors, and innovative features like shades between the glass. Get 0% interest for up to 36 months at PellaWI.com.
Whoa! Holiday shopping snuck up on us again! But Fleet Farm's Toyland will be ready to go! We're stocked up on the latest Hot Wheels, Melissa and Doug, Barbie, and Lego! Plus, we've got all sorts of tractors, trucks, and other cool stuff from Ertl, Cat, Case IH, and John Deere! Toyland opens October 12th with a free toy combine for the first 125 customers. Ready or not, the season's best deals on everything you need for under the tree are here at Fleet Farm.
You're probably being overwhelmed with information about semaglutide, the game-changing FDA-approved weight loss treatment. Jim Rutledge here. I was like you. I didn't know what it was until I saw Dr. Nestor Rodriguez at Carbon World Health. He can walk you through the benefits. He can tell you if it's right for you, and then you could come up with a plan to change your life with a workout plan and semaglutide. With that plan, I dropped from 20% body fat to 10% body fat, and I dropped over 20 pounds of fat and kept my muscle. You can do the same thing. Go see Dr. Nestor Rodriguez at Carbon World Health.
Hey, it's Riley Yauk. Stay in the know on area high school sports and follow ESPN Madison on Twitter for Prep Mania on Deck, each week's preview for the top games and events. Prep Mania on Deck is brought to you by Zimbrick Honda, a proud supporter of high school sports and local communities.
GRB Academy is baseball for the serious player. GRB is hosting its annual Top Prospect Camp on Saturday, October 12th for pitchers, catchers, and position players. This annual event has attracted the top talent from across the Midwest for 13 years. This is your chance to showcase your skills in front of the top colleges in the country, and the camp is open to all players in the 2025 through 2028 grad classes. Visit grbacademy.com to register now. Raise baseball. Raise your game.
Get more per pour at the Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company. Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company is a Madison original, brewing award-winning craft beers for 30 years. And now, it's time for their bigger and better happy hour. Every Monday through Thursday from 3 until 6 p.m., enjoy 20-ounce pints of the Great Dane's flagship beers for only $3. From Crop Circle Wheat to the Old Glory APA. Head to one of their 4 locations, downtown, Hilldale, Fitchburg, and East Madison. Great Dane Pub and Brewing Company, Madison's original brew pub since 1994.
Winter athletes, how are you getting prepared for the upcoming season? Total Athlete Performance is here to take your game to the next level. TAP will get you prepared with individualized speed and strength training sessions available in both the Verona and DeForest locations, as well as remote options. Since 2017, TAP has been providing elite performance training in the Madison area to help every athlete become the best version of themselves. Sign up for your free assessment at tapwisconsin.com.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, brought to you by Bud Light, the official beer of the NFL, on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Madison YouTube channel, and Wisconsin On Demand.
How would you describe Aaron Rodgers as an ex? Friendly, thankful for the time, 13%. Keeping tabs on the ex, 13%. Out of sight, out of mind, 22%. And the majority describe him as an ex as good, but too toxic at the end.
That's what I voted for. Good, but toxic.
I think I'm just keeping tabs.
Just checking in. Little entertainment.
Yeah, it's the entertainment value. Seeing things blow up or just sound bites. It's just funny.
He is so unique in that he's so polarizing. He is such a unique dude. Has there ever been someone like him in pro football?
I would say, like, is there anybody in sports that elicits such a strong reaction to
LeBron
based
James.
off
Kyrie Irving?
Kyrie, nah.
He doesn't have the level of greatness of Rodgers, though.
No, he isn't. LeBron James can say or do something. LeBron James can literally
Same
have
amount
his
of
son
championships,
get
right?
Oh.
He can draft his son, and people are upset. I mean, I was talking trash about him, too.
But LeBron actually tries to, like, be politically correct. Like, I don't think he's actually trying to make waves. Rodgers has no problem just creating waves and drama.
Yeah, but the
and
thing
turmoil.
is, he will then claim that it should have never created said waves,
That's
even though
what
he knows
a
exactly
narcissist
what he's doing.
manipulator does. It's not that
Kyle
big of a
knows him,
deal.
man. He's dated him.
Yeah,
Swagger. Old swagger.
Let's drop the swagger, okay? Let's just drop it.
Our second poll of the day, if somebody says, I have good news and bad news, which do you want to hear first?
Can we, first off, this is a great poll.
I
Great
agree.
poll.
It was really good, Ben.
This is poll of the week.
Bad news, 82%. So a lot of people
Overwhelming.
want the bad news first.
It makes a ton of sense. Why would you want the good news bracing for the bad, and then you're left with the bad to dwell on?
You know, now that I reflect, because it was, I mean, I knew you weren't going to say anything bad, but if somebody came to me from, the truth team that I manage, and they said, oh, I got good news and bad news, I was like, okay, what's the bad news? Because I want to know the bad news out of just like, I want to know how bad it is initially, so then I can be like, oh, it's not that bad.
See, here's why I think I think I really do want the bad news after, because if people give you the bad news first, they're trying to soften you with the bad news with the good news. And if the bad news is probably more impactful than the good news, I guess it depends on the situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want you to try and shield me from the bad news.
But usually the good news has a little bit of a vindication on the bad. Maybe it's solving the problem, or at least something that colors it a little bit more positively. So if you're going to give the good news first, it might not even make sense in the context of the bad news.
Yeah, because usually I just end up focusing on what the stronger of the two newses are. Like, the good news is Princeton Club just won Madison's favorite health club and Madison's best club with millions of dollars in upgrades across all of the clubs from the 8 Madison locations to the one in New Berlin. You can find your better tomorrow with free childcare with their membership. They give you everything you need to be successful in your journey to become healthy and fit. So beat people to the New Year's resolution and head on over and join the Princeton Club. The Damn Sports Show next at 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam. Jim, Matt, and Molly in Madison. We get to your calls and we